Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about what our Health and Human Services Secretary, RFK Jr., is doing to address overuse of psychiatric medications. And I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced a plan to reduce overprescribing of psychiatric medications and support alternative treatment options and discontinuation of medications when needed. Today, we take clear and decisive action to confront our nation's mental health crisis by addressing the overuse of psychiatric medications, especially among children. Yeah, how about it? We see this a lot, and I'll talk about that in a second. Kennedy said Monday at a MAHA Institute Summit on Mental Health and Over-Medicalization, "We will support patient autonomy, require informed consent, and shared decision-making, and shift the standard of care toward prevention, transparency, and a more holistic approach to mental health." Some psychiatry experts generally welcomed the new federal efforts toward improved psychiatric health care, but also noted concerns, including potential overemphasis on overprescribing, while access to mental health care remains inadequate. Yep, it does. Overprescribing refers to the idea of clinicians prescribing medications to patients who may not need them. In recent years, only about 40% of adults and adolescents with depression in the United States receive counseling or therapy, and 11.4% of adults took prescription medication for depression. Suicide rates in the United States rose 35% between 2000 and 2018. There appears to be, when it comes to care for mental health, in general, it remains unevenly distributed. Yeah. Very interesting article. I can tell you, obviously we're dealing with young adults, and I will tell you, not as a general rule, but in a lot of instances where we see somebody who is suffering from mental illness, suffering from substance use, at some point at a very early age, as a child, as a minor, this individual was prescribed a prescription medication. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a clinician, I'm just telling you what I see. And I can also tell you that we've had a number of young children, 5, 6, 7, 8, who were prescribed medications for anxiety or depression or ADD at a very early age, and then ended up getting Baker acted. So again, if you're a parent, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you whether or not you should or should not have your child prescribed medications. I will tell you this: when I was in school, 50 plus years ago, you never heard of kids getting medicated for ADD and ADHD and anxiety and depression. So do with that information what you want, okay? I'm just telling you what we see. I share my experiences with you in these videos, and then you can decide if you want to have a conversation with us. But I think there's a problem, and I think that RFK Jr. Recognizes that and wants to do something about it. I think that's a good thing. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts. What do you think about that? Please don't make this a political statement. I'm not really interested whether you like RFK or you don't, or you like Trump or you don't. I really could care less. This is about trying to help individuals and save families. That's all I'm here for, nothing else. So if we can leave that aside, I'd be grateful. And if there's an issue in your family and you'd like to have a conversation with us, we'd like to talk to you. Let's see what options may or may not be available, both legal and non-legal, and sometimes a combination of both. So please reach out to us. And if there's an issue going on in your family and I've not made a video about it, let me know. I'll make you a video. I make this content every day for you, and as you can probably see in the background, I'm not back home in Florida. We're actually in New York, up here networking and meeting different people, because at the end of the day, we want to give you the most options, the most resources that we possibly can. So we came up here just for a couple of days to meet with some people, and at some point I'll fill you in on the details with that. In any event, if there's an issue going on in your family, let me know. Post in the comments, because if it's affecting your family, I'm sure it's affecting somebody else's. And this content is about giving you information so you can make the decision if you want to reach out to us or not. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. They tell me it helps, and then, and helps the content get in front of more families, which means we can help more people. So please, it helps. And if you want more of this content, which I make every single day for you, please subscribe to the channel. With that said, thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.